everybody. I'm so glad you're here. And if you like mixed media, art journaling, acrylic painting, and more artsy stuff, this channel is for you. Keep watching. Hello, this will be a journal flip through. I started this journal several years ago and still have not finished it. That was marker, the one before marker and pencil. This is marker and pencil, and you can see figures inside of the beehive sections. Bleeding beehive is what it's called because our honeybees are becoming extinct. They're endangered. Again, using like Zentangle and doodling, and eyes are significant for me for symbolism. Just done with black marker. Again, black marker, and the eye, again, I like to use that, and there's an eagle in there for symbolism for me, and there's water and air represented. That's just a fun drawing of Garfield. There was some kind of drawing prompt I followed for that. If you're new here, please subscribe. Please ring the bell for notifications so you know future videos. Okay, I was in a Facebook portrait group, and here is a bunch of portraits, and that's some notes that I took on something. Here are a bunch of pencil portraits that I drew several years ago. We had to draw based on different photos that were presented in the group, and we drew from the photos. It was a drawing challenge, and we just drew from people's photos that they submitted to the group. And all pencil. And I'd say portraits is not one of my strong points, but I just kept I tried to improve my skills there. I really like this one. Here I added a little color. Okay, that's a sketch for acrylic painting that I did. And that is my first really kind of art journal page after I learned more about art journaling. Instead of using it as a sketchbook, I started adding more mixed media materials. It's like kind of when I started YouTube that I learned more about all the kinds of things you can do in art journaling. That was based on a prompt. You can join groups where they'll give you journal prompts. And yes, I put wax paper in between certain pages so they won't stick together. That also is, I'm sorry, it's sideways, but I can't turn the book. So that's the focal point is two white birds. Again, these are created from journal prompts that were given from different Facebook art groups that I have been in the past. Now this one is in honor of my father-in-law who passed away, and I believe that was a Christmas card that he had given me the 2 months before he died, and I just did a journal page based on the colors of it. So again, from a journal prompt. This one was for whoever, something about Baby Jane, that movie Baby Jane. And it had to do with some theme for a monthly theme, and I can't remember what that theme was. Had to be with horror movies. And what is life without whimsy? And sorry, this one is upside down, but it disrupts everything too much if I try to turn the book. But it's of fairies, and I use some real flowers in that. Okay, in this one, I did not use real flowers in this one. I'm just talking about the previous one. This one, again, that was for a collaboration that I was in. It had to do with underwater fantasy. This one I created on my own, just because I saw that funny picture of the cat and built the page around that. It was inspired by that cat. And that's 2 separate pages, and those are real leaves in there. That one is not finished, and it's about Mother Earth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And again, this I believe was based on some art journal prompt. And most all of these are acrylic painting with collage, stenciling. The leaves and the tree were done with stencils. That's a collaged on butterfly. The words are done off of my printer. That one is so funny. Mr. Potato Head that one of my students drew when I was teaching, and a kindergartner drew that, and I thought it was so funny. So my whole page was inspired by that. Here is based on Paris, and I like the saying on the quote on that one. Just get rid of the box. Not only don't think outside the box, get rid of the box. And then this one was based on doing it intuitively, not thinking too much. This one was for a tree of life prompt, and I used a paper bag there and twisted it and crumpled it to create the tree trunk and branches. And the background's acrylic paint. This one is a prompt where you have to do a layer a day so that the whole thing gets 7 layers. After a week you will have 7 layers. Same for that one. It's art journal challenge where you do a layer a day. And that's me and my mother. So that's a woman that has all 4 elements. Those fire, water, air, and earth. And with the fifth element is the third eye, the spiritual, represented by the third eye. And again, this one was a layer a day for 7 days. And that one was from a journal prompt. We had to include like 5 or 7 elements, and they gave us what the elements were to include in our page. And that one is all just doodling in Zentangle, sunset. This one I did on my own too, just underwater fantasy, just with marker. And that's kind of neat how you can see the back side of the other one, and with the woman that represents the 4 elements: fire, water, air, earth, and night and day. Yeah, the wings represent air. And here's a fantasy woman that I just started creating all kinds of drawings based on that. That's an unfinished drawing there, kind of an idea. That's an unfinished page also, having to do, I guess, with the tree of life and Mother Earth. And this one, okay, it's the feminine, divine feminine, combined with the galaxy. And this one was based on an some prompts there too. That one was, the prompt was just, they showed a photo, and I pretty much made mine more dreamy looking, but the photo was of a beach like that. This one is adventure, and it's in an art journaling group that I'm in, and that was just for our first month, and we're waiting for our prompt for January. And now all the rest of the pages are going to be for this, are going to finish up this journal this year. And this is a shout out for a certain YouTube video channel called Maranne's Creative Mix, and she does just that. She does all kinds of mixed media art. So, and she's doing a giveaway, so hop on over to her channel, see what the awesome giveaway she's doing, and it ends the end of February. And here she does polymer clay, and then she colored it with eyeshadow, and then she cut them, and then she had I guess she had cookie cutters for cutting out the shapes. That's a very mixed media butterfly. I think it's beautiful that she created. Wow, I think it looks like a steampunk butterfly. And that's some other kind of mixed media piece that she's was working on. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications for future videos, and have a great creative day.